Hi, Ella. Sorry, I just went through my notes to brief myself before this, and this is going to be a good one. This is my piece for leadership and action, milestone one. Um, sorry. Milestone one, philosophy, components, application. Choose two parts of your personal leadership philosophy and describe how I apply these in my personal life. So I'm going to highlight from my four pillars of leadership philosophy listening and wanting others to succeed. And I will describe how I've used those in my personal life currently. Um, Personally, I feel I've always had anger issues, frustration issues with things, with people. I've had short rope, low patience. Um, for a long time, I didn't really stop to think why, but now I'm going through a different stage in my life, and I can reflect and understand why, and it's because I've always had the inability to listen. I've always been too opinionated and proud to shut up and actually listen to people. Um, I've always listened on edge, kind of like, waiting to see where I can jump in, waiting to see where I can refute, waiting to see where I can point out where they're wrong. That's not listening. And I never did that. And now I see that. I feel I have greater self awareness now. But I never realized all those things until I got into a relationship. And, you know, just living with somebody and sharing lives together now really involves a lot of listening for good reasons. I see the benefit of listening. After doing that listening exercise in my class where we each took turns talking for 5 minutes, where the other one didn't say anything for that 5 minutes, it gives me the ability to gain better understanding of what is being said, what my partner is saying or feeling. Um, it also gives her the ability to get everything off of her mind, uninterruptedly, where she knows that. She knows she won't be interrupted, so she knows where she can get it all off her mind. She knows she can articulate her thoughts properly and really express what she's feeling to me. And I've been doing this more and more. And now she's my fiance. It's going so well. Um, so I see how this really helps, how listening really helps in curbing a lot of misunderstandings in communication. Um, I also do it now with my son, Caden, who is there. He is my stepson. Yes, that's obvious. Um, he has autism, and before I where I normally see that I would be very short, with people in a lot of his situations. Um, Now, when he has a problem or an issue, I don't I don't scold him. I don't punish him. I don't yell at him. I don't approach him in that way right away. Now I take the approach where I try to find out why or what's wrong or what's the reason for his acting, why he's doing what he's doing, etc. Um, and it's been great. It's been beautiful. It's really helped me to notice moments where I can control myself by being mindful of of needing to of understanding the situation first. Um, why react to something I don't understand? That's not in my notes. I just thought of that. Um, right? But why react to something I don't understand? So I try to understand the situation and the person now before casting judgment and then acting on that. Um, Now I see many times where I would normally have scolded him or acted, you know, punishatively, punitively, in that fashion, mean. I'd be mean right away. Now I'm not. I try to be understanding first, and then if legitimately I need to be mean, then legitimately I'll be mean. But first I need to understand why, and in many cases it's just a misunderstanding, and there's no need to be mean. It's just gaining that understanding. So being mindful of this has really helped in building a better relationship with Caden and I. And I've been in his life for the past going on 5 years this September. So yes, learning to listen better has been a large part of my personal development. I read it in a book by Deepak Chopra, The Seven Spiritual Laws to Success, or something like that. And one of it said about the law of listening. One of the chapters in there was one of the principles in there was the law of listening. And it says to practice a little bit of silence every day, where you go and you don't say anything. You just live that hour, that whatever amount of time you set aside in complete silence. Um, Even if you live with other people, that's fine, but let them know that you're doing your silence, and that gives you a moment to really listen and reflect and stuff like that. And it really stuck with me, and so that's why I've really included it as a strong pillar in my leadership philosophy. Um, Wanting, oh my God, yeah, there's more to this. So that was listening. My second one is wanting others to succeed. So how I use this in my personal life. Um, if being a parent has taught me one thing, it's that the only thing that matters is your child and their success. And Caden being my stepson, at first, I guess, even though I've known Caden since 10 minutes after he was born, I've been friends with the family, his mother. I was very close. So even though, I've been a part of his life since he was born, when that formality took over, where I joined the relationship, where I became his stepdad, at first I kind of felt that stepdad-ism between us, but more so maybe I put up that stepdad-ism now that I think about it. Oh my God, this thing is so reflective. Um, Anyways, so I didn't treat him differently. I wasn't mean to him or anything, but I don't know. It's like a emotional disconnect that I feel that I maybe put up because he's young. What does he know about emotionally disconnecting and stuff at such a young age? Anyways, the feeling was hard to describe, but I hope you know what I mean. However, as I matured as a person and developed with him and through myself and whatnot, through the days together, I started to really understand the magnitude of my role in his life as a father and a leader, his leader. Yep. Yeah. This leadership thing is a good reflection. This format is very reflective. Look what it's doing. I couldn't do this on paper. I'm not even done what I have to say. Look, I haven't even made it through yet. I'm like, here. I can't do this on paper. This is great. This is great. This is another conversation. Please, we'll talk in an email. This is another conversation. This is beautiful. Anyways, so as I developed, I really understood the magnitude of my role in his life as a leader, as his leader. Um, and so with that, I really became concerned with his success, and I wanted to be a driving force in his success. So now, all I do is, concern myself with how much more I can educate him and interest him in the world and cater to his curiosities and now no matter how tired I am, how busy I am, how many emails I have to send, I make time when he runs into the room to show me, the Lego that he built or tell me a story about his day. Um, just anything to let him know that I take to let him know that I take any form of his success very seriously. Whatever his definition of success is, I take seriously, as do the definitions of the people that I choose to lead. He is no different. I'm just applying myself to a different facet of society. I'm being socially flexible. Yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, I do everything to support and help him work towards any definition of his success that he has. My dad did that for me. Um, I've chosen to be his dad, and therefore it is my duty to do that for him. Um, and this wanting others to succeed philosophy of my leadership, I mean, wanting others to succeed aspect of my leadership philosophy, that mindset has really helped me to become a very incredible father, in my opinion. And that really makes me happy because, one, I never thought I'd be, a father. And two, it's good to know that I'm on the right track because I got another one on the way. So that's gonna be exciting. Yeah, another little boy actually. My fiance and I are gonna have a little boy in July. A month after I graduate. That's the end of my piece for leadership in action, milestone 1. Oh my God. Look at my face, seriously. I get it. I understand. I understand this leadership reflection. Okay, stay tuned for the last piece.